About 5 days ago, I had a couple of dreams. After having these dreams, I woke up at around 1:40 in the morning and I couldn't get back to sleep. I had the strong feeling that I should get up and write these dreams down, but I was tired and I really wanted to go back to sleep. However, no matter how tired I was, I couldn't get back to sleep because all I kept thinking about was what I had seen in these dreams. I wasn't sure that the Lord had given me these dreams, or maybe I was, and I just didn't want to share them because I didn't want to upset or alarm anyone. So I sat on them for the last 5 days, and 2 days ago, I started getting confirmations. Then yesterday morning, I woke up with one of the dreams on my mind again, and all day I couldn't shake it. I began to feel an overwhelming sense of urgency, and then today, just this afternoon, I began to feel the presence of the Lord, and I got this very strong feeling that He was urging me to share these dreams with you. So here it goes. In the first dream, I saw two men dressed in outfits that the United States military would have worn back in the 1700s. These two men spoke with a British accent. It was Independence Day, possibly the very first, and these two men were talking about reversing it. Then I heard a voice say, "Balfour Declaration." Though I was seeing American military men and the American Independence Day, I believe that this dream was about Israel's independence beginning with the Balfour Declaration, and that the Americans and the British, who helped Israel gain the independence it has today, by declaring Israel a recognized home of the Jews, will be trying to reverse or take back what they have given to these people. In the second dream, I was standing in a store looking at kitchen hand towels. There were 3 sets. The first set of towels was all red. The second set was a checkerboard print of red and white, and the third set was red and white striped. As I left the store, I ran into a lady I knew, and she said that my niece had called and asked this lady to pick her up. I told the woman that my niece should have just called me because I was closer. The lady lived all the way across town, and in the dream, I lived just down the street from my niece. I noticed that there was snow on the ground, and it seemed overcast and really cold. So the dream took place in winter. Okay, now, I know that we already know that the world is trying to take Israel's land from them, and America is sitting idly by, allowing it to take place. There's no shocker there. So why would the Lord tell me about this if we already know? Because of America's involvement in allowing Israel's land to be divided, the Lord was giving me a message for America in the second dream. And that message is, well, first let me tell you what the images in the dream represent. I saw a set of red hand towels, which I believe may have multiple meanings, but the main intention of red is war. Then I saw a second set of hand towels that were a checkered print of red and white, which may represent a crossing, as in betrayal, or it may represent a strategy. The third set of hand towels was red and white stripes, just like the red and white stripes in the American flag. Outside there was snow on the ground, and it was very cold, which indicates low temperatures like the northern portion of the United States would see in February. And my niece called a woman across town to come and pick her up, even though I was just on the street. So the message of this is that war is about to come upon America as the wrath of God is about to be unleashed, and when America is in need, we will call upon those in distant land for help, rather than calling upon our neighbors. As I said, I didn't want to give this message. Though I have been giving messages over the past 3 or 4 years regarding tribulation coming, when you know that it's now that time, you can hear the clock striking 12, and it fills you with a sense of dread for those who will have to go through that time that is now at hand. I kept this to myself for 5 days, and as I said, I began getting confirmations 2 days ago. I saw a commercial on TV for a company called Balfour, as in the Balfour Declaration, and the company is a home restoration company. The Balfour Declaration was the first step in restoring Israel back to the Jews. I saw this commercial twice on Saturday. Then yesterday, I woke up thinking about war coming upon America, and no matter how hard I tried to forget about it, it kept coming back to mind, and I felt a sense of urgency all day. I also kept seeing the number 7, which is God's holy number of completion. And this afternoon, as I sit at the computer desk working on restoring a tablet and preparing all of my files, I got this overwhelming sense that the Lord was with me, and I began to cry and praise Him. And then I began to feel that He was urging me to put out a video telling you all about these dreams. I can't say when this war will begin to take place. I don't even know that it will definitely be in February. But in our dreams, if all things are relevant, then the weather is a key indicator in giving us a timeline for events. Though it is true that because of the pole shift that is taking place, our weather is all over the place, so we don't actually know what we're going to get. I told someone just the other day that it's been in the upper 40s and 50s where I live in Michigan, and that it's unusually warm for us at this time of year. Normally, we would be seeing temperatures in the teens right now, with wind chills below 0. And this week, our temperatures are dropping down into the 20s and 30s. But still, that's warmer than normal. It just occurred to me that if America is going through war in my dream, then the overcast sky and cold weather can also be due to the nuclear radiation. A nuclear blast, or maybe even several nuclear blasts, could block out the sun and cause temperatures to drop. So this event may or may not take place in February. However, the Lord has filled me with a sense of urgency in telling you about this, so I would say that war will not be in the very distant future. As I've said before, and I will say it again, I'm not going to tell you to stock up on food and water. The only way to prepare for what's coming is to give your life to Jesus Christ and to live each and every day as though it could be your last. Allow Jesus to lead you in what He wants for you. Allow Him to strengthen you and purify you and make you ready for His kingdom. I love you all. Have a wonderful day and a blessed week. Shalom.